Welcome to Rays of Hope, where inspiration meets possibilities. Join us on this journey as we explore videos that illuminate the path to positivity, resilience, and success. How to forgive someone, a step-by-step guide to letting go and healing. Forgiveness isn't always easy, but holding on to anger can weigh you down. Learning to forgive isn't just about the other person, it's about giving yourself peace. Letting go of resentment can improve your relationships, reduce stress, and even boost your health. In this video, we'll explore how forgiving someone can free your mind and help you heal. Understanding forgiveness. Forgiveness is one of the most misunderstood yet powerful acts we can choose. At its core, forgiveness is about intentionally letting go of anger, resentment, and the desire for revenge toward someone who has wronged you. It's not about condoning their behavior or minimizing what happened. Instead, it's about freeing yourself from the emotional hold that the pain has on you. But to truly understand forgiveness, it's important to clarify what it is, and what it isn't. Forgiveness versus reconciliation. Forgiveness and reconciliation are often paired together, but they aren't the same thing. Forgiveness is a personal decision to release negative feelings and move forward. It doesn't necessarily mean restoring a relationship or even communicating with the other person. Reconciliation, on the other hand, is about rebuilding trust and repairing a relationship. It requires effort and willingness from both people involved. You can forgive someone without reconciling with them, and in some cases, especially when the harm was significant, reconciliation may not be possible or safe. Forgiveness is for you, while reconciliation involves both parties. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting. The saying, "forgive and forget," can be misleading. Forgiving doesn't mean wiping the slate clean as if nothing ever happened. It also doesn't mean you should ignore the lesson that came from the experience. Forgetting often implies that you're dismissing the harm or trauma caused, which can be unhealthy for long-term growth and healing. Instead, forgiveness is about remembering without being consumed by the pain. You acknowledge the event but no longer allow it to control your thoughts or emotions. It's about regaining your power, not losing sight of what you've learned. Forgiveness is not weakness. Some people view forgiveness as giving in or letting someone off the hook. On the contrary, forgiveness is a sign of strength. It takes courage to confront your emotions and choose to release them. Carrying resentment may feel like holding on to control, but it often keeps you stuck in the cycle of anger and pain. Forgiveness is how you break that cycle. It's not about them, it's about giving yourself freedom from emotional burden. Why forgiveness isn't approval. To forgive someone doesn't mean you approve of their actions or excuse bad behavior. Forgiveness doesn't erase responsibility. Holding someone accountable and forgiving them can coexist. It's okay to set boundaries and protect yourself while still letting go of the hostility you feel toward them. Think of it as a process of choosing kindness and peace for your own well-being instead of holding tight to emotional chains. Understanding what forgiveness truly means, and doesn't mean, can help you approach it with clarity. It's not about erasing the past or pretending everything is okay. It's about taking control of your present and future by releasing the pain and finding your own healing path. The emotional and physical benefits of forgiving. Forgiveness is more than just a moral or spiritual concept. It offers real, tangible benefits for your mind and body. When you let go of anger and resentment, you create room for healing, happiness, and strength to flourish. Let's uncover how forgiving someone can positively impact your emotional and physical well-being. Improved mental health. Holding on to anger or resentment can feel like carrying an invisible weight. Forgiveness lightens that burden and makes space for peace of mind. Reduced stress. Forgiving someone helps lower cortisol, the hormone associated with stress. When you release those negative emotions, your body feels less on edge, and your mind can relax. Less anxiety. Resentments often sit in the back of your mind like background noise. Letting them go clears that space, reducing feelings of anxiousness driving your day-to-day thoughts. Better mood. Forgiveness creates room for positive emotions to grow. You may notice you smile more or feel lighter after deciding to forgive. Lower risk of depression. Persistent anger can drag you down emotionally over time. But forgiveness breaks the cycle, offering a chance for emotional recovery and balance. Think of forgiveness as hitting reset on your mental state. By letting go, you're not just moving on from someone else's mistake, you're reclaiming your peace. Physical health improvements. Surprisingly, forgiving someone doesn't just benefit your mindset, it can also impact how your body feels and functions. Lower blood pressure. Anger and resentment are like emotional fuel for physical tension. When you let them go, your heart rate and blood pressure tend to stabilize. This reduces strain on your cardiovascular system. Improved heart health. Research shows that harboring grudges might increase your chance of heart issues. Forgiveness lowers overall stress, which is key for keeping your heart strong and healthy. Better sleep quality. If you've ever stayed up replaying a conflict in your mind, you're not alone. Forgiveness helps quiet that mental chatter, making it easier to fall asleep and stay asleep. When your emotions calm down, your body follows. Forgiveness doesn't just heal your heart metaphorically, it can improve its physical health too. Strengthening personal resilience. Forgiving someone is not about being passive, it's about cultivating emotional strength. It's an act of personal growth that helps you rise above negativity. Building emotional strength. Forgiveness teaches you how to process pain without becoming stuck in it. This skill helps you navigate other challenges in life with greater emotional control, promoting self-awareness. The act of forgiving requires introspection. You become more aware of your own triggers and how to respond in a way that protects your peace. Encouraging personal growth. Forgiveness isn't always easy, but in overcoming the hurdles, you build resilience like a muscle being strengthened. With practice, you become more capable of dealing with difficult feelings. Forgiveness is like a mirror, it reflects your capacity for handling adversity with grace. Each time you choose to forgive, you become emotionally tougher and more prepared for life's future challenges. Forgiving someone may seem like you're doing them a favor, but really, it's one of the most powerful gifts you can give yourself. Steps to forgive someone. Forgiveness can feel like an uphill climb, especially when you've been deeply hurt. It's not about letting someone off the hook or pretending nothing happened, it's about finding peace for yourself. These steps will help guide you toward letting go and healing, one step at a time. Acknowledge your pain. Before you can forgive, it's important to face your emotions head-on. Suppressing anger, sadness, or betrayal doesn't make them disappear, they only fester over time. Allow yourself the space to feel what you're genuinely experiencing. Ask yourself, what specific emotions am I holding on to? How has this situation affected me? Sometimes, writing down your thoughts in a journal or confiding in a trusted friend can be a good way to process your feelings. By naming what hurts, you give yourself permission to begin healing. Reflect on the situation. Take a step back and look at the incident from a wider perspective. Analyze what happened as if you're watching it unfold in a movie. What led to this moment? How did the other person's actions affect you? This doesn't mean justifying any wrongdoing, it's not about excusing their behavior. But sometimes, understanding the why behind someone's actions can put things into context. Maybe they were acting out of fear, ignorance, or their own unresolved pain. Try asking yourself, what might the other person have been going through? Did their behavior reflect their flaws, not my worth? This type of reflection shifts the narrative away from blame and toward clarity, which is crucial for moving forward. Make the decision to forgive. Forgiveness doesn't just happen, it's a choice you have to make intentionally. You're deciding to let go of the anger and resentment, not for their benefit, but for your own freedom. Ask yourself, do I want to continue carrying this hurt, or am I ready to release it? It might help to remind yourself of what forgiveness can bring: more peace, less stress, and the ability to focus on your future instead of your past. Start small by saying, I choose to forgive, whether out loud or in your mind. Making the decision is the foundation for the journey of forgiveness. Practice empathy. While it may feel counterintuitive, empathy can play a pivotal role in forgiving someone. Trying to understand what led to their actions doesn't mean you're excusing them, it means you're humanizing them. Imagine, for a moment, being in their shoes. If this is too difficult, consider their life circumstances or mindset at the time. Were they making decisions based on fear, stress, or hurt they hadn't dealt with? Sometimes, even recognizing someone else's flaws can help you see they might not have fully understood the pain they were causing. Empathy bridges the gap between your hurt and their humanity. While this doesn't erase the harm, it can soften the edges of your anger. Release resentment and seek closure. Letting go of resentment is easier said than done, but it's a crucial step to forgiveness. Resentment keeps you tied to the past, like dragging a heavy anchor while trying to move forward. Here are a few ways to release built-up negative emotions. Write a letter. Express everything you're feeling about the situation. You don't need to send it, just putting your thoughts into words can be a powerful way to unburden yourself. Talk to someone. A therapist, counselor, or trusted confidant can help you process your emotions in a constructive way. Meditate or pray. Spending time in mindfulness or engaging in spiritual practices can bring peace to your mind and body. Closure doesn't always require an apology from the other person. It's about reclaiming your mental and emotional space. When you choose to release resentment, you're making room for peace and healing. Forgiveness is a gift you give yourself. By letting go of anger and resentment, you free your heart and mind to focus on healing and growth. It's not about erasing what happened or excusing someone's actions, it's about reclaiming your peace. The steps to forgiveness aren't always easy, but they offer freedom from emotional pain and open the door to better mental and physical health. Acknowledge your feelings, reflect, decide to forgive, and let go of the resentment holding you back. Take that first step toward forgiveness today. You deserve the relief and empowerment that comes with it. How will you choose to lighten your emotional load? Thank you for joining us on this uplifting journey with Rays of Hope. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe to stay tuned for more videos that spark hope and empowerment. Until next time, keep shining brightly. Thank you for watching.